Yo guys, and welcome back to another episode of Podghost.
With me, Yazz, and
myself, Seff.
So guys, today we thought, you know what?
Hold on 1 second. Yeah. Before you start, can I just introduce myself?
Hold on.
If that's all right with you guys?
Hold on.
It's because I always do it on my Snapchat and my Instagram. Like, I always
You
have
do
to
it for
just
years,
introduce
don't
Yeah,
myself.
you know what? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, you say
Okay,
the
guys.
best as well. Guys, we're gonna change it up today. We're
So
gonna
with your permission, can I please introduce myself?
Yeah, of course you
everyone?
can. Go on then.
What's going on, everyone? I go by the name of DJ Enay, the biggest and baddest DJ on this planet. And right now, I am doing a interview with the one and only Mr. Yazz and Seff for Podghost. Stay tuned.
But that was
good,
really
wasn't it?
good, I must say.
I think that was like an advert.
Practice makes perfect.
You've got that on your Snapchat. Every video is like that, innit?
Yeah, that's
It's
true,
like
so,
known
yeah.
for it. I think there should be a clothing brand coming out next.
Do you think?
100%.
The biggest and baddest DJ on the planet, DJ Enay. But who's going to wear it? Would you wear it?
Yeah,
I'll wear it.
You know
Only
what?
if it's free.
Only if you...
If you gave it on Has.
It's such an Asian thing to say, isn't it?
Discount.
Literally.
100%.
But we've discussed that off
Yeah,
camera,
don't
innit?
worry, why not? Why not? I mean, you know,
Enay, how you been, man?
I've been absolutely amazing.
So
What
you've just come back from where did you go?
With Zach Knight. You
where
went
did I
somewhere
go?
with Zach Knight, didn't you?
Where was it?
Where was it?
It's out
But
there.
you got like 1,000 Snapchats. You're bouncing from country to country. I don't even know where you end up.
Okay, so let me just start from the top.
Yeah.
So this previous month has been absolutely hectic for both of us.
Yeah.
We went to Canada, Germany, and we just got back from South Africa. So quite all over the globe, actually.
And what was the best?
Oh, gosh. You know what? They're all amazing in their own way.
No. Yeah, I don't mean country-wise. I mean like performance-wise and crowd.
Performance-wise, I would say that Cape Town in South Africa was the best, I have to
Okay.
say. The energy that we had on that night was absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
And the energy we gave,
Yeah.
that we fed off from the audience over there, that we gave was phenomenal. So I would have to say Cape Town, definitely. If you're watching this right now and you're from Cape Town, South Africa, then you guys smashed it. So,
Well done, guys. Well done. Big
well
up
done.
South Africa. So Nabil, like, obviously with, do you mind us calling you Nabil or should we call you Enay? What do you prefer?
Yeah.
So since we're doing this interview today, right now, it's about DJ Enay. So let's just stick with Enay.
Nabil it is.
Even
So-
though I know
so-
you're used to calling me Nabil, let's just stick with Enay for the
Yeah.
next hour.
Okay,
cool, no
so
problem.
Nabil, moving forward, no, I'm joking. DJ Enay, I'll call you Enay.
Yeah,
I think
call you
DJ
Enay.
at the beginning sounds a bit weird.
Yeah.
Right, so Enay,
Yeah.
obviously in South Africa, for people that don't know,
Yeah.
is there a big like Asian community there?
Massive Asian community there. You
Really?
got descendants from India, from Pakistan. So there's a massive community of South Asian people that are embedded in South Africa. So we've got a few cities that I've literally learnt quite recently, which I'll teach you guys and you guys as well. We've got Johannesburg,
Yep.
right? Cape Town,
Yep.
Durban, and that's the only three that I know.
You lost me after the second one, anyways.
So yeah, yeah,
Durban?
three top
Durban,
cities. Durban.
No, but
So
South Africa's always, I've actually never been.
I've always wanted to go. I'm not gonna lie.
I've always
Yeah,
wanted
man.
to check it out. I thought, you know what, it's always looked nice on, TV, especially when they do, the YouTube channels and stuff. They always show South Africa, and you're like, wow, man, I'd love to go there.
I want to go on one of their safaris. Oof.
Jinx.
Yeah.
You can't talk no more.
My bad.
No, honestly, the beauty of South Africa is
Yeah.
unreal. I mean, I know we're so used to going
Yeah.
to, man-made kind of places like Dubai, which is
yeah.
our favorite and go-to kind of places. But the beauty that South Africa has, in terms of the mountains, the trees, the desert, is absolutely phenomenal, out of this world. So definitely must go there.
Right, that's on the bucket list now, mate. South
Yeah.
Africa is. So tell us, how do they greet you? Were you surprised at their overwhelming hospitality, or did you feel like, I've been treated a lot better in other countries?
I mean, you know what? I've never really had like a bad experience before, in terms of hospitality. I've noticed that everyone in their own special way in their own countries, they have their own kind of different kind of hospitalities. For example, when we came to South Africa, obviously I was going with Zach Knight.
Yeah.
Zach Knight is a well-known artist,
of
especially
course,
in
yeah.
South
Zach,
Africa
big up
as
Zach
well.
Knight.
So being with such a
An established
established artist, it does have his perks, being his DJ. So when we did literally land in Cape Town, South Africa, they had the whole lineup of cars ready for us. And
really?
I'm talking
Mental.
about like a BMW i8 Roadster. I'm talking about the Mercedes S-Class, like, you know, and then you've got the Porsche Cayenne, and then you've got a Range Rover. So it's like, it was a whole like protocol kind of thing, you know, in that sense. So, I mean, the way they received us was absolutely amazing. The love that they showed Zach Knight as well, you know, the fans. That when you know they made like some gifts and everything, a nice little portrait picture kind of thing for him. But I mean, you know, traveling with an established artist, you do have his perks. So I'd say the hospitality was quite overwhelming.
Oh, that's brilliant, man.
So,
that's why I asked that question, because I remember seeing your snap and it was like, bloody hell, where's he gone?
Exactly,
there. And then I saw you did a little meet and greet out there somewhere.
I mean, you know what? After the show, we went to a restaurant, and in the restaurant, I was just sat by myself having a shisha.
Amazing.
And then the people that came to the show, you know, obviously they're fans, and you know they really you know they really liked the show, and they wanted you know, to see me, to meet me, and to, you know, obviously get pictures as well and stuff. Honestly, made me feel like I was famous.
I was just gonna say, how did that make you feel, man? 'Cause that's mental, innit?
It made me feel like I'm the famous one, and I'm just like, I'm
well, you are, innit? International DJ.
Look, obviously we're going to come to that next. Obviously, you've obviously just come back from South Africa and you've explained the experience. But your journey in the NA, it started. You were really, really young when you got into this, because you're relatively still young. You're not exactly old, and you're doing so well in this industry. But to think that you started such a long time ago,
100%, yeah.
You know, how did your love for DJing actually start? Because you're not from a musical family or anything like that, are you?
I'm not. So I'm actually the only one in my family who's the only musical one.
Right.
Coming back to your question, where did my love for music actually stem from? I would have to say from a very young, early age. I remember being, you know, about 4 or 5 years old, watching Spice Girls on TV.
Oh, wow.
And I had a massive crush on Jerry Halliwell, by the way. You know, I'm just saying, innit? You know, the ginger one. So,
she had a crush on you too.
That's not even I wish. Nah, even back then, I remember saying to my dad...
gingerbread.
I remember saying to my dad at the time, you know, like, oh, when I grow up, I want to marry Jerry. I want to marry Jerry and stuff. Like, you know, when you're young and stuff, and you got all your crushes. So, I mean, you know, like, music's always been on the TV, radio around us while we were growing up. We used to listen to Sunrise Radio and all of the other good stuff.
Radio.
Do you remember that? Yeah. So we used to listen to all the good stuff on TV and everything. And, you know, growing up with because I'm like the youngest of my family, right? Second youngest of my family. So growing up with my elder brothers and sisters who are like, you know, 9, 8, 7, 6 years older than me.
I love that you said 9, 8, 7, 6.
It's because that's exactly the way it is. 9, 8, 7, 6. So they're all like, you know, I've got 4 older siblings. So, you know, having listened to the music they used to listen to gave me a mature taste of music, in the sense where, you know, I know all my old school stuff. Do you know what I mean? I've grown up in that, you know, pop, commercial, old school garage, you know, that kind of environment. You know, with my brother, he used to have like all this mad sound systems in his car, massive subwoofers, and, you know, sound systems and everything. So I used to love the heavy bass.
Exactly. It's been embedded in him since then. So yeah, man, that's where it kind of stems from, I guess. TV, radio, and my older siblings. So yeah.
That's where amazing. So from there, so for example, look, you were listening to music. I get that. Everyone listens to music, right? But what made you think, you know what, obviously, clearly you knew you weren't a singer from day. A bit like me, right? So you thought, you know what, where did the love from DJing start? Because DJing isn't a thing that a lot of people understand, bro. Like, it's not a thing, because I'm being in the music industry myself.
Like, look at the decks in front of you. I wouldn't even know what knob does what.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean...
No, that's what I'm trying to explain.
It takes a knob to know a knob.
You say that again.
I don't even know what that is either.
Jokes aside. So obviously, you know.
Wait, hold on, mate. You didn't let Yazz finish his question.
I'm sorry. What was the question?
No. He actually didn't hear it, because what I was going to say was, how did you go into the DJing side of music? Because you said you listen to music, right? But what makes someone say, you know what, I love that song. I want to be a DJ.
So true story now. I was at high school. We used to use the computers in ICT, you know, and we used to have, you know, Google come up on our page, and I just used to type in random things. You know, I used to type in DJ onto Google, go to Google Images on the search bar, and I used to literally scroll through the pictures that I used to see of DJs. And back then, it was all about David Guetta. David Guetta was the biggest DJ back then / producer, and then slowly after that came DJ Khaled, etc. Blah blah. But you know, in the you know, clubbing industry, etc., it was David Guetta.
Yeah.
So when I was growing up, I used to see David Guetta, DJ EZ, all these big names, you know. And like I said, I used to go on Google Images and I used to type in the word DJ. And then slowly, I just started to get to know all these world famous DJs, you know. So it kind of stemmed from that. And also, I'm not sure if you guys know, but, you know, like I'm into my computers, I'm into my music as well. There was a software that I used to use back in the day called Virtual DJ. And I'm sure quite a lot of people,
yes.
you know, we used to download it from online, and we used to download our MP3 files from LimeWire and, you know, all these, you know, illegal websites and stuff, you know, we used to download our music from.
I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, we don't do that, man. We always paid for it.
Apple Music. Some people out there might, you know, but yeah, I mean, so I used to use Virtual DJ a lot. And it kind of stemmed from that, you know, the passion for, you know, DJing and the interest in DJing in itself. Yeah, kind of stemmed through that. So that's where it came from. And then when I went to college, I was doing my A-levels at the time. I was doing biology, chemistry, psychology, maths for A-levels, and I was just literally on the verge of becoming a doctor, going into medical school and all this and that. Wow. But then there was this DJ, professional DJ, that used to come into my common room, and he gave the opportunity to all the students to learn how to DJ. No one used to go apart from me. So every Wednesdays after school for my 2 A-level years.
That's dedication, man.
From 3 p.m. till 5 p.m. I used to be in my common room with, you know, Steve, his name is. Yeah. And he used to teach me how to DJ. And
Big up Steve.
Big up Steve.
Big up Steve. If it wasn't for you, I would not be here right now. So that's how I learned how to DJ properly on professional decks. Yeah. So that's where my love training. Yeah. No, my love was there from before, but my whole training about, you know, what this does or what this does, and what these buttons do and stuff like that. That's where it kind of came from. So it just...
You'd never think that would be the story, would you?
Nah, never.
Even I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's a mad story, I have to be honest, bro.
It's because we've never sat down and talked.
Yeah, it's true. You've not actually spoken about how...
No, you're right,
Because everyone just sees you for face value, innit? Like, you know, let's book DJ Enay. And that's why I kind of reached out to you, and I thought, you know what? We actually don't know the story behind DJ Enay. What made him get into it, and, you know, to think how far you've come now, like... So tell us, bro, where were you born? What area did you grow up in? Because obviously there are a few rumours flying around. You're from South. There was a few you're from East. So you might as well tell us where you're from, bruv.
Yeah. So I'm actually born and raised in East London. Yeah. I was born in Newham General Hospital.
Easy. Plaster boy.
Yeah, big up Newham.
We used to live off Green Street. So there's a road called Harold Road just by the side of Upton.
Now you might as well give us your door number and everything.
48 Harold Road, right? So it was literally just off Green Street.
I feel sorry for whoever lives at that door number now.
Literally near Upton Park Station. So that's where I was born and raised.
We will be dropping a Google pin. You might as well.
For my old house. So I mean that's where I was born and raised. And
so I didn't know actually. You're actually from Newham as well, right?
I'm from Newham, And then obviously over time, everyone just kind of shifts towards Essex, as we do.
No, so I like the way they say Essex. Come on, bro, let's be real. Where Ilford. Is it? Yeah, come on.
No, big up to Ilford, man.
Big up Ilford.
We love Ilford.
That's where I'm from.
That's amazing to think that, you know, you're actually from Newham, right?
Yeah.
And the reason why we're saying that is because we're actually from Newham as well.
Yeah. So, and we're currently in Newham right now.
So to think, you know, from thinking, bro, you started off so like humbly.
Humbly.
Humbly. I love that. From humble background, I started off from a humble background.
We'll explain off camera why we said that.
Okay,
so, big up Gerbs. So, what it is, you started off so, like, humbly, right?
Yeah.
And then you moved into this industry. Now, bro, for people that don't know, the music industry isn't an industry for someone who's weak. No. It isn't someone that's lighthearted. You can't go into this industry if you're going to get emotional about people, about people's views. And me being in that industry, I know how hard it can be and how hard it has been.
Yep.
From friends to, you know, people betray, everything that comes a part of a circle. And I'm guessing that is a part of every industry.
100%, yeah.
But in the industry we're in, it's very easy to be judged.
Absolutely.
Very easy to be labelled as a certain somebody.
Yeah.
What do you say to the negative criticism, all the negativity, all the hate? How do you deal with that?
Well, to be honest, I've actually never really received any negativity from the general public. Yeah. I'd say I'm actually quite a loved person by all.
I think you're a people's person.
I mean, as a role of a DJ, you know, you're there to give other people a good time.
Of course.
You know, you play good music, you give them good energy, you give them good vibes. And to be honest, that's what I've been doing ever since the age of 18. Ever since I was legally allowed to go into, you know, a bar or a nightclub.
Yeah.
You know, I've just been giving good vibes. Even, you know, I started DJing at weddings. My first ever DJ booking was a wedding.
I was literally just going to say that,
I've literally just carried on, you know, the tradition. Like, I've never stopped doing that.
Yeah.
So for the past 12 years, I've been DJing at weddings. And even over there, like, I just love the whole environment. I love giving people a good time. So I don't think I could actually say that I've experienced anything negative in that sense, in terms of betrayal or any bad comments or anything.
That's mad, because normally what happens is, the reason why I asked you about the whole negativity side is because whenever you're doing well, in any industry you're doing well, you're creating noise, or your following's getting bigger every day. There's always something that comes in, and if you've had it, or you haven't, obviously clearly you haven't had, you had a lot of negativity, you've had a lot of love, and I think it partly is because of your own personality, your demeanor, the way you come across is very loud, funny. You know, even knowing you off camera, you're a very funny, sort of funny person.
It's always a positive vibe, isn't it?
Yeah,
always, good energy, man.
So I think that's probably why. But yeah, bro, it's remarkable to think you've not had any hate.
No,
I'll check your Instagram tonight. I want to hate it. I want to spam it myself.
Do it. Go for it.
But you say you were booking. You get your first booking was a wedding booking, isn't it? Not the first booking, but like, what was your first big break? What would you say that put you on the map? Like, obviously.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very interesting question there. So the actual point that put me right, that was my break. Was getting with Lady Leshurr.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was career changing. I'd say that was.
How did that come about as well? Did she find you? Or? Yeah.
So I'm going to take this way back to the beginning, and I'm going to give you everything in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Me and my friends, we went to Ayia Napa in 2012 for a lads' holiday. We were there for 2 weeks. Bumped into quite a few artists like Sneakbo and Double S and Marvel Music at the time.
Yeah.
And they were the artists at the time. They were like, they were in the top tier exactly back then. So we became friends during that holiday. I started hanging around with them a lot more. I got to meet a lot of the grime industry people from there. So like people like Getz, Skepta, Boy Better Know, Chipmunk. So because obviously they're all like friends or colleagues, in that sense.
Of course,
And I'm hanging around with Double S and stuff. Double S's manager at the time was managing Lady Leshurr. Lady Leshurr was, popping off at that time as well. So we're talking at 2015.
Yeah. So
the manager at the time, she got in touch with Leshurr and she goes, you actually need your own official DJ.
Right.
So I've got someone in mind. That person in mind was me. And Leshurr was doing her first tour, which was 4 cities, Glasgow, Manchester, Birmingham, London. And I was invited to go onto that tour. So we had rehearsals and everything. And I passed.
Yeah, brilliant. Well done.
Passed with flying colours. And then, me and Leshurr, we started working together a lot more. So since, I'd say September 2015 onwards. So what's that now, about 7 years? 7 years, 3 months.
And how would you describe your relationship with Leshurr? Yeah. We know you're really close to her, ain't you? Because I see sometimes on the gram or online, you post a lot about her, and sometimes you post about her and it's very deep. Yeah. It's very within. It's not something where you just feel like, big up or happy birthday, Leshurr. There's always a message behind it, and it shows that you're really
close to her,
thankful to her.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you pay homage to her, saying that, you probably should have opened so many doors for you and made you fall in love with the thing more.
Absolutely. I mean, honestly, without her, I wouldn't even be here. That's deep. So, but yeah, as I was saying, without her, honestly, I wouldn't even be here. Yeah. So I always give thanks where it's due.
Yeah.
She did open up a lot of doors. Yeah. I got to see the world from her, and you can't put a price on that. Yeah. Absolutely. So what she's done for me, honestly, big up Lady Leshurr all day, every day.
Man. Quality.
Just adding on to what Yazz said, it's like you lot become like family, because it's not only like that business side you lot chill.
No.
That she comes over to your house and stuff.
She's my best friend.
Yeah.
She's my best friend. So the first time she actually came over to my house, my mum made her roti.
Man.
So my mum made her. My mum made aloo keema.
Yep.
Yeah, and she made roti as well. And then Lisha was like, "Oh my god, what's this?" Like we're sitting on our table.
Yeah.
And we're literally eating it. She's like, "Oh my god, what's this? This is so nice and everything." And I was like, "Well, this is minced meat, peas, and potatoes. And then roti is obviously chapati.
Yeah.
So this is what you eat." So I was teaching her to eat, but she knew anyways what it was.
Of course,
anyways, Everyone loves Indian or curry, innit?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, of course.
So man, we're best friends. We are. I can honestly say she's one of my. The way she puts it, heartbeats. So she's one of my heartbeats.
That's nice, man.
That's mad, bro. And to think that, obviously, bro, in the society we live in today, to think you're both from different cultures, different backgrounds, and to think you're that close, it's remarkable.
Surprising,
man.
isn't it?
I love that, bro. That's the sort of stuff
brilliant.
that I mess with, and I think that's really nice, man.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Did she get you a lot of bookings as well, or is that?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, like I said, she opened up a lot of doors.
Yeah.
I'll give you one primary example. I went to Bulgaria with her to go DJ in December 2018.
Right.
And
I love the way he remembers exactly the dates.
I'm very calculated, very precise.
Yeah.
So ever since we went, the promoters from that night, they got in touch with me privately, and they said, "Look, we'd love to get you over to our club."
Brilliant.
And be a resident DJ.
Yeah.
So I fly out to Bulgaria every 2-3 months
I see that. Yeah.
to go DJ in a club there. So that's one of the doors she's opened for me, I'd say.
That's mental,
so I go there as DJ Enay, Lady Leshurr's official DJ, playing the best in hip hop music, and that. So that's one of the doors.
People love it.
People love it, man.
Yeah.
I love it as well.
Free holiday as well.
Yeah. I mean, you know what? When I received that email, I screenshot and I showed it. I go look. They want me back. She goes, "Oh, you know what, Nibs? That's amazing." She calls me Nibbles, by the way.
Yeah.
Because I love to eat food, and I'm always eating food, especially in front of her. I even eat her food as well.
Yeah.
So she was like, "Oh, Nibs, that's amazing. Go for it, this and that." So I've even gone to like Romania to go as Lady Leshurr's DJ, just
that's
to go
amazing.
perform and stuff. So I get a lot of work, around Europe and stuff. So yeah, man, she's done a lot for me. Not just that, but overall, she's done a lot for me as well.
That's brilliant. But taking it to a time where obviously recently we had COVID.
Yeah.
And obviously everything was locked down.
Yeah, literally.
Obviously, and your business solely relies on people, obviously inviting people to parties and weddings and stuff. But since all of that was obviously cut off, how did you manage to cope for 2 years or so?
Must go into depression with that now.
Yeah.
I mean, at first it was a shock to everyone.
Yeah, of course.
Myself as well. The only thing that kept me going were my friends at the time.
Brilliant.
Because I think we were all put in one boat.
Yeah.
The whole of the world was put in one ship, and everyone's just going through the same thing. So
100%,
even though we were meant to, abide by the laws and the rules and regulations. And
you know what? Everyone broke them.
Everyone, you know what I mean?
I mean, everyone.
Like I say, I've got East London, bruv, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
I actually didn't break the rules.
What are you talking about? I was with you every single night.
No. You don't know where I live. Yeah, I actually stayed indoors. I'm a good bacha, brother. Well, not a bacha, Buddha, but I enjoyed that. It was a good vibe with me. I stayed home.
Yeah.
And I stayed on lockdown.
He was on lock.
Trust me.
Yeah, so what I ended up doing was, in terms of work, I started putting up little reels on Instagram of me mixing in songs and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'll get like a banger song, mix it in with Arab songs. So I'll just go like from genre to genre. So
making
new
mixes,
putting little things on. I started tidying up my garage, putting all my wires together, everything from all the hectic times that I've had. So I had everything like, I'm going to change this, put wires in this drawer. And so I was just being organised, let's say, for when we do open up.
What about business-wise, like money, income and stuff like that?
I was actually living off my savings for the first couple of months.
Right.
When the scary bit kind of came, a bit lower. Because at first everyone's like, stay away from everyone. Someone might have this, someone might have COVID, this and that. But then everyone just started realising, hang on a second, like, we're not really getting anything. So really and truly, it's all right to kind of meet up and stuff.
You decided to take the risk. I
decided to take the risk. At the end of the day, obviously I need to make my money as well.
Of course,
I've got bills to pay and stuff. So in that sense, there was a lot of underground parties that were being held, and I was asked to DJ. But I was always respecting the 2 meter rule,
right?
Because obviously, like, I've got my own little booth, my own little stage there, so I'm away from everyone. But you know, there was work to be. You know,
he just added a couple
around.
Zeros to the close bubble list.
That's it, really. So you know, there was work to be going around. People were holding events in mansions, large houses, luxury apartments around London and stuff. With, you know, they'd invite me to DJ for them. So I think that kept me going, I'd say.
Brilliant.
So yeah.
Because you know, that time was very stressful for everyone, wasn't it?
100%.
Especially being a DJ, where you just literally rely on that people, parties, events, weddings, and to think like, obviously with us it was more like, Cholo TK, you know what? It is what it is. Let's
can't
stay
link
indoors.
up. Yeah,
we can still, you know. But when you're out there, and I know with you, it's like a drug. Like, you actually love doing this.
Yeah.
And to think that you couldn't do it.
Yeah.
It must have been so hard for you, bro.
Oh my God. It's like I was like impatient. I felt so claustrophobic in the sense like, get me out of here.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I just want to go back to normality.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
And normality wasn't coming. And I was like, you know, when is this going to stop? And then it's like, they would, you know, because I remember at one point, they said, yeah, it's all right, you know, to have, you know, like a party and that. Then afterwards we'll go back into lockdown again. Hang on, let me just rephrase what I just said. It's like, would be in lockdown, then lockdown will get lifted. Everyone would kind of go back to normality, but then they'll put lockdown on you again.
Yeah.
And then afterwards they'll lift up the lockdown, and then they eased us going back into,
emotions,
you know,
were all over the place.
It was just so, yeah, man. It was just so like, what is going on?
It was such a, you know what?
It was very. We were living in very uncertain times.
Yeah.
Very uncertain times, and because of that, I think it just kind of made everyone really frustrated in that sense. So everyone really and truly just wanted to party, let it all out. So that time that we even did come out of lockdown, I mean, I think it was reintroduced in May.
Yeah.
Where you could have, like, for example, gatherings of up to 30. Yeah. So I would be DJing at weddings where there will be 30 people. That's mad. Then afterwards there'll be like, you know, you could only have certain amount of people at a wedding, and that'll be like, I think it was about 150. Then it was 300. Yeah. Like, so every month they kind of started easing down lockdown. Yeah. And then until it got to the point where they were like, you know, it's all free mixing. So up until then, you know, I did have to lower my prices a little bit.
Of course, yeah.
Because I understand that everyone in the wedding industry, they're running on budgets.
Of course,
you know, they're
100%.
running on budgets. So I had to basically bring my prices down.
Yeah.
So I was doing this promotional offer where all my services was for like 50% off. So then I was doing bookings at, you know, 50% less my normal rate. But then it meant that obviously I get work.
Of course,
it means that, you know, I get a living as well. I get money coming from it as well. Like I said, we all got bills to pay.
Of course, bro. Yeah.
So I guess that gradual, you know, going back from lockdown into normality, just had to literally go along with it. Yeah. So
I think you kind of answered the question to what I'm going to ask now anyways, but when basically lockdown come to an end, obviously a lot of people who had paid deposits for their weddings and stuff like that, they obviously now can pick their dates to start it up again. So you must have gotten quite busy straight away again, no?
Yeah.
True.
Like I must have
got bombarded with it.
You must start getting bombarded.
You know the amount of pressure, like, I was put in. Yeah. I mean, I was dealing with like up to 6-7 bookings in one day.
That's what I'm saying, because I remember on your Snapchat, you used to go from one booking and it used to like, he used to have an itinerary. Yeah, I remember. You'd be like from like 8 p.m. till 12 p.m. this, and then from 12 p.m. till 3 a.m. this, and I was like, mad. Where do you sleep?
So imagine the people that wanted to get married in 2020.
Yeah.
Nah, they couldn't get married in that time, so they had to postpone it for 2021.
Yeah.
So what we had as DJs was a massive backlog of weddings. Yeah. So you got the people that are getting married from 2020. Yeah. You got the people that are getting married in 2021. So it was like a massive backlog that just got pushed into 2021. And that year, when I say I didn't even have time to sleep, I didn't even have time to sleep. Honestly, like, I'll be doing a daytime wedding from 12 p.m. till 5 p.m. Yeah, quickly set up, pack up, unload the car, drive to the next destination, set up for a wedding, start at 6 p.m, finish at 11 p.m, and then nightclubs started coming up. So at night times I would be in clubs, daytimes, evenings I'd be at weddings. So it was just too much. But then
then saying that, you see, because obviously you love your job anyways, but on top of that, it's like, you still get to be around, like, you know, when you're at a club, you can still go see your friends. You're still having fun, though, innit? And you're making money while having fun as well.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, you'd say that, but honestly, I've actually gone to a club and I've gone to do like a 5-hour set or a 3-hour set or maybe even a 2-hour set.
Yeah.
But it's a very, very hands-on job. It's like, fair enough, like, you know, my friends want to come and stuff, and by all means, they're most welcome to come whenever. I'd have them there on the DJ booth, you know, in the DJ booth with me or on stage or whatever. They're doing their own thing. But the most hardest thing is, you know, when you have to go toilet.
No, that's when you play your
pre-mix. And you can't leave the DJ booth, right?
Yeah.
You can't leave the DJ booth. That's the most hardest thing because you've got to hold it in kind of thing. But, I mean,
your mixes might start becoming a bit faster as well, innit?
But you know what? I mean, what I would normally tend to do was I'll just get one of the security guards. I'll be like, listen, mate, just let no one come into the DJ booth. Have a look onto the decks. Make sure no one touches the equipment. I'm just really quickly gonna pop over to the loo and then, you know, come back. So that's what I'll do anyway. I'll put on a long song. So I'm talking like 5-minute song.
Yeah.
You know,
one of them Bollywood ones.
Yeah, one of them Bollywood ones. You know, but I mean, even in this day and age, they're making songs really short now.
Yeah, they are, innit?
2 minutes, 2.5 minutes. You know, we're barely touching the 3-minute mark. Everything's just still getting smaller and smaller with these songs. But yeah, I'll put on a long song, something that the crowd would enjoy.
Yeah.
Go quickly pop to the loo, come back and then carry on again. And then keep the atmosphere.
So bro, sticking
pumping.
to that. You know, sticking to that, right? For an example.
Yeah.
When you're at these events and people see DJs,
Yep.
when we book an event and we need to book a DJ, the mass audience don't actually realize how much effort goes into a DJ life.
Yeah.
Like from, you know, being sleep deprived, not eating on time.
No.
You know, whenever you do eat, it's junk because all the grilled shops are all closed. And
absolutely.
People don't see this side to the business that you do. They always think, oh, he looks good. He's dressed well. He's clean. He's fresh. He's making money.
Yeah.
They don't realize even setting up one rig or just taking one rig down, like, you know, at the end of the night.
Yeah.
There's so much work that everything goes into a van. It don't even go into a car.
Absolutely.
Some of your events, I remember, you know, seeing your stuff and I'm like, bruv, you're on your own and that must take you a long time to just pack up and put away. So you feel like the way you make your money and your living, it's like, it's not easy. But because you get that whole status with it, the whole celebrity status, you know, with celebrities, or you're going abroad, you're taking photos now, people think that what you charge them is too much. Or they'll have a problem with your rates. Yeah. But they don't actually see the backside. Do you actually feel like sometimes people don't appreciate a DJ as much as they appreciate an artist?
Yeah. Absolutely. You're right. The thing is, you've got a lot of Asian wedding DJs out there. Everyone's charging their own prices. Of course. Which is fair to them. Yeah. I charge according to what I think is fair. So, like I said previously, I know everyone's running on a budget. Yeah. I know weddings are expensive. You've got to pay for decor, catering, venue hire, everything. Yeah. Even your clothes, jewelry, everything, all comes into
uniform
perspective, the whole shebang. DJ is a cost as well in itself.
Yeah. But a must-needed cost, right?
Yeah. But it all depends on, what the job at hand is. For example, is it a Mendy? Is it going to be live mixing? Is it just going to be background music? Do you know what I mean? One of them kind of things. So
I'm guessing it also depends on your setup as well, innit?
Exactly. It depends on the setup, the sound system. How, what is it a big rig? Is it a small rig? Is it a big setup, small setup? So, I charge my prices fairly according to, number one, who I am. Yeah. And number two, people's budgets.
Yeah, you have to have self-worth as well, innit?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, if you look at it this way, I'm an Asian DJ. I specialize in Bollywood and Bhangra. Yep. But then again, I'm a nightclub DJ. Exactly. I specialize in hip hop, Afrobeats, R&B. Yeah, yeah. But then again, I'm a performing kind of DJ as well, who's also on festivals and
with big names
with artists, etc. So it's like you're getting this all-in-one DJ for like a fraction of the price. So true. To suit your budget for a wedding. Mm-hmm. So that's well put, in that sense, I mean, like I've always kept my prices fair. I haven't overcharged anyone. I've always kept it fair. And I think in that sense, that's what keeps my business going as well. That's what people appreciate. Yeah, like, you know what? Number one, he's not charging too much. Number two, he's in our budget. Number three, we know who we're getting, for example. So, but then over time, obviously when my work, for example, started becoming overwhelming, obviously I needed a pair of hands, etc., to help me out and stuff. So I did end up getting a nice little team around me. And you know, I can say till this day I've got a really good team. I've got some really good people around me who help me out whenever I need help. So in that sense, DJ Enay events Zindabad.
Come on, big up.
So yeah,
that's the thing, like, bro. You know, to think you started off so small, and to think today you've got people that are working under you now or with you. You know, you'd like to say they're with you, right?
With me. I mean,
and
I wouldn't say I'm above or below anyone, but
but to think that must feel amazing, bro. To think that now I've got such a big team with me, and there must be the time where you really struggled to get to events. You know, when you're a young DJ, you're growing, and
absolutely
no one takes you seriously then. And I think also, in a nutshell, what you try to just say now about an all-in-one DJ. We don't want. I don't think he wants to use the word, but it's like being a celebrity DJ. It's like if you're doing an event that's going to get a lot of publicity, and you're going to have a singer, for an example, you're paying him a couple of £1,000 to turn up at your event. You ain't going to want a DJ who's not known. 100%. They go hand in hand, don't they?
Hand in hand, exactly.
And the known artists, they want to work with a known DJ.
Exactly.
So that's where you come into it. Because I remember there was a few artists, without mentioning their names, when you book them for an event, they're like, "Who's the DJ?" And you know, in the beginning, you're like, "What's the matter to you?" I book who I want. But they're like, then when you get to know the artist, they're like, "Bruv, you know what it is? I prefer this DJ. Or I prefer working with him. He understands me. He understands what an artist needs."
It's that chemistry, innit?
Sorry, I got a bit of a cold.
It's all right.
So it's more like, no, because I'm fine.
2 meters. I was telling you 2 meters.
Yeah, you're right.
But it's like, that's where I was trying to say that, you know, when people book your services, it comes at, you know, it's such a better deal to book someone like you than to book another artist.
Absolutely.
Even if he's charging £300 less. Just an example, right? You know your worth. And you know that I'm going to most likely, when they want to put me on their Snapchats, their Instagrams, it looks like a celebrity event.
100%,
The event has more of a vibe to it.
Exactly.
So I think that's what you're trying to say, but you're being a bit humble about it.
Humbly.
So humbly.
Humbly, yeah. Hold on, Mr. Ghost.
But talking about music artists as well, I just want to ask a quick question. Who's like the biggest music artist that you've worked with and that you've met?
I love these questions.
I love it.
On the spot because there's so many.
Exactly.
And only one. Don't start breaking it down and being religious
but
about it.
He asked me 2 questions. Number 1, I worked with, and number 2, who I met.
Exactly. So don't just say, I've met him, but I also met him. The one only.
Okay. So I would say, I was DJing at a nightclub. There's 2 rooms, upstairs and downstairs. I was upstairs. I've gone downstairs. And all I've seen come on stage is Drake.
No way.
Literally. Wow. So number
Champagne
1,
Papi.
I was working upstairs, but then downstairs, when I came to the main room, I was like, oh my God. Like, it was a surprise. It was a surprise.
Like a shock.
Yeah, it was a surprise appearance.
Oh, surprise appearance. Okay.
Drake came on stage. And I was like, huh? Because I remember Drake was performing in the O2 that day. And then we was DJing at nighttime in the club. And then he's coming and he just like jumped on mic and everything, jumped on stage, and you know I started recording myself. So I've got my phone and I'm recording a selfie like, oh my God, Drake, say it, Drake, say it. And then I've gone and I've twisted the camera this way and I'm like, oh my God, Drake. And then what happened was I literally put that video straight away on Instagram. And I tagged Drake and everything, and then his official fan page, it's called Word on Road, Word on RD. On Instagram, they reposted my
clip.
Yeah, they reposted my video, man. And obviously Drake, he's following that page as well. So obviously, you know, he's going to see it anyway.
So Drake has seen you.
Drake has seen me.
Wait. But from that story,
from a few meters away.
I was just about to say, so you didn't actually meet him then?
I didn't actually meet him. But I was like standing like a few meters away from him.
Listen, when it's Drake you've met him.
Yeah, but then that's it. Okay, no, but then take 2. So who is the biggest artist you've met, not seen?
Oh gosh.
Let's rephrase it, right? Tell us someone you met that you were gassed. And this is no matter how old you were.
Right.
Because now I think you're at that stage now where if you meet someone now, it's more like, oh, what's happening?
Yes.
Because of what you've become and, you know,
I've
got a person in my mind, but I don't know if you're going to say him, and I'll say after. No, you say
it. You want to say after?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Hold that thought. So I would say, because I wanna basically go into like the mainstream. Kind of like, because in the mainstream, I'd say the most famous person I've actually met would be in February 2016 when I went to New York. I went to a nightclub called One Oak.
Right.
And in there, I met Busta Rhymes.
Okay.
I went up to Busta Rhymes on his table.
No way.
Because his table was next to my table.
Yeah.
And I went up to him and I was like, oh my God, Busta Rhymes, I'm Lady Leshurr's official DJ. He goes, who? Leshurr? He goes, no way. And then afterwards I hugged him, he hugged me, and we was
If
talking.
you sounded like that, I wouldn't have spoken to him.
Yeah. And then after, you know what? Honestly, going, 6 years back, I was a little kid, man. I didn't know. I was like 22, 23 at the time, whatever, you know.
Do you know who I thought you were going to say?
No, wait, hang on.
Oh, go on.
So, yeah, we had like this 20-second, 30-second conversation because the music was too loud. Yeah. So I was like shouting in his ear. And then he was shouting.
Was he speaking like, anybody gotta get it again, I gotta go.
And then he was switching in my ear like, back to the left and the west.
He told him Mets and tricks.
Yeah. No, he says it in one of his lyrics. No. He says it in one of his lyrics, isn't it? Banging the east and then banging in the west, and then that's what he says. So
I know, but you said left and west and center.
I don't know, man. Literally, I was too busy laughing, but you know what? I'd say he's. So
that was the first time you got like gassed, like meeting.
Yeah, because obviously I've been listening to him since I was young.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like I was listening to Busta Rhymes ever since I was in high school.
Yeah.
And you know when you meet, like it's like meeting your childhood hero kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, you know, I was like, oh my God, Busta Rhymes. So yeah, man. Yeah, he's
that's the one you've met.
Yeah.
What about the works with? Wait, before you continue, so I would have thought you would have said Pop Smoke. Because you met him as well, didn't you?
Yeah, that's new era though, innit?
Oh, okay, you're taking it old.
Pop Smoke, rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
He wasn't like, you know, he was fantastic, bro.
Yeah.
He's a brilliant artist, but he was still relatively new to the industry.
Yeah, true.
He just started his career and sadly lost his life too young.
Man.
But with Busta Rhymes, I think you're trying to say he's a legend, isn't he?
Okay, I've got another one. So if we got Busta Rhymes up there, we've got another person up there, Ashanti.
You met Ashanti?
I did meet Ashanti.
Mad.
Yes, so this was again, I'm going to come with my dates here.
Yeah.
June 2019.
Ashanti.
Yeah. So June 2019, Leshurr was performing in LA, Los Angeles. And obviously being a DJ, I've gone as well with her.
Yep.
So we've gone to LA, we've done the show, we're on the same lineup here, same stage, everything. Ashanti was going to come, she was headlining at the time, so she was going to come on right at the end. Our backstage dressing rooms were right next to each other.
Yeah.
But Ashanti had a lot of bodyguards at the time, a lot of security there, so they didn't really let us like mingle with her.
Yeah.
But what ended up happening is that Ashanti actually called a few people from the crowd to come onto the stage.
I remember this.
Yeah, I think
go.
So what I done was I was backstage, right? As soon as I heard that, I've run up and gone on stage.
No way.
Now, honestly, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Now, she's got her dancers there, you know, and one of her dancers grabbed me. They sit me down on a chair right in the middle of the stage.
Mad.
I've got about 10,000 people right in front of me, yeah?
Mad.
And her dancer blindfolded me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Handcuffed me behind my chair.
Damn.
Yeah. And honestly, one, I can't see anything. Two, I can't feel anything. Yeah. Three, I can only hear what's going on around me.
Yeah.
Now, Ashanti started singing a song, etc., this and that. And next thing you know, I see Ashanti come and do a lap dance on me.
How did you see it? You blindfolded?
I could see, like, you know, when you're blindfolded, you can see like the little bit, like just like down there. So, like, really, truly, I'm blindfolded, but I'm like looking up, trying to look down. Do you know what I mean? So I've got like, you know, I've got my blindfold there, but I'm like looking up and trying to see and stuff. So Ashanti, I could see like the microphone and her hair, and the costume that she was wearing and stuff, and she's come and sat down on my lap.
Lap dance.
Yeah.
Mad.
If you want to say like who's the most famous person I met and got a lap dance from, I would say it's got to be Ashanti.
100%.
In LA, June 2019, on stage in front of 10,000 people.
That is crazy.
Yeah,
that's a crazy story.
That was mental. That was good.
You need to repost that again. I remember vividly. I remember watching it. I was like, is this real?
Yeah.
Mad.
Because there's someone you probably grew up watching, and now she thinks she's dancing with you, or not dancing with you, dancing on you.
Yeah. Dancing on you. I'm just sat there, bro. Wow. Number one, I ain't done nothing wrong.
Yeah.
Like, hands down, up. I ain't done nothing wrong. I was blindfolded.
Yeah.
I was handcuffed, and I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
So it was all a big surprise to me. So
mad.
Yeah. Guys, I don't know, man. It was.
Well, you know what? Obviously, we're speaking about people you've met and people that you got gassed about, whatever, right? You're fans. We're all fans of people, right?
Yeah.
If it comes to footballers, we love.
Exactly.
Yeah. But the one thing I will ask is, without mentioning no names, we don't want to call no one out.
Yeah.
Was there an artist or a celebrity that you looked up to, and when you met him, you thought, nah, man, this guy's big-headed, man. Without mentioning no names, because we don't like doing that, but there must, unless you want to, someone who you've met and you thought, nah, man, what a prick. Like honestly, I've had a few of them in my time. You thought so much of them until you met them, and it's a bit deep because they might be having a bad day.
Sometimes they're human at the end of the day.
I understand that part, but I also feel like sometimes they do it out of just being arrogant. You know, sometimes you do get that feeling in it. You just because they're cool with everyone else.
Yeah.
But because I always say, if you're depressed, don't go out in public. If you're having a bad day, and you know people are gonna come up to you, just stay at home. Just try to avoid to go out if you can. Because there could be people you could really upset. So is there anyone that you've met and you've walked away thinking, I'd rather have not even met him?
No, absolutely not.
Oh, that's wicked.
Do you know honestly? You know why I agree with what he? Not agree. I can understand why he's saying that. He even makes a negative situation positive. He just with your energy.
But the thing is, you know what? I got taught from young to not behave in a certain way. For example, when I started DJing for Lady Leshurr, we'd be backstage in like massive events. And in these massive events, you've got some serious people on the lineup. You know, if you want to talk like UK artists, like Gigs.
Basically the cream of the crop in the UK,
Like the top, like Stormzy. You know, I've rubbed shoulders with all these people before. And
they've rubbed shoulders with you.
Come on, mate. Right, come on, put some respect on it.
They were in the same room as DJ Enay.
That's right.
So obviously at that time, I was young. You know, I'm talking 2015, 2016. We're going like 6-7 years back. I was what, 23, 24-year-old kid. Because you're obviously still young at that time.
Of course.
And like, you've been listening to these people since you was what, 12, 13, 14 onwards. And that's all you ever know is these people because they're always in your ears.
Of course.
Whenever I got my headphones on, I'm always listening to, Skepta, Gigs, etc. blah, blah, blah. So, when I was backstage with these guys, I was actually like obviously told and taught to, one, not behave like a fan, and two, just hold it down. Because I'll be honest with you, when you're backstage with artists, you've got to have a bit of ego yourself. No word of lie. You have to have a bit of
Don't
ego.
behave like a fanboy.
Don't behave like a fan.
No, I feel that. I feel that.
I always speak about it to Yazz as well. Like,
not a disrespectful kind of ego. But as in like, just calm
respectful
yourself down.
Well,
relax yourself. Because you got to remember, I was an excited kid. I wanted to go take pictures with all of them.
Of course.
I wanted to go get videos, with all of them.
I
wanted to go talk to them, etc. But it's like, you can't be, moving like that.
How I said it to Yazz as well. That Yazz said it to me. It's like when I used to go out with Yazz before as well. And, him being in the industry, meeting loads of celebrities. Him bringing me along with him to go see these people, you gotta be. Like, I'm his respect. If I'm acting like a fanboy, his celebrity friends are gonna be to him like, hey, bro, who's that little youth that you bought with you, man? He's very excited.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
If you're showing respect, then they'll be like, you know what, that guy was nice, man. Don't worry, you can bring him around.
And that's the feedback you get from them.
Exactly.
So when they meet you, they're like, oh, bro, that guy was lovely. That you
when you tell me how they've thought of me, I'm like, what? Like, I'm just.
But you know what?
But that's the standard thing in life. Like you meet someone, like. And it's exactly the same. You 100%. Meet someone with Enay, you go out, you meet this person, that person. If I, for example, now meet Leshurr, right? We all love Leshurr. And she's a legend, right? She's an icon, right? But if we go up to her and start going, oh my God, Leshurr told him, she'll be like, Enay, like, lovely guys, but they'll be excited, your friends. And then you think like, if you just say salam, hello, how you been?
Normal.
Then you feel like you got some lovely friends,
exactly.
I think that's a thing where a lot of people mess up, especially in our circles and when we're in them.
100%.
When you meet people, I think the persona you portray to them is very, very important. 100%. Very important. Like all of us have sat in places where we've sat down and without mentioning names, no one's even taking a picture. Because we wanted that person to feel comfortable.
100%.
Even though deep down we're probably thinking, I want to get a little funny little Insta with you. It's not even that we're showing off. I know the people, but you just think like, just want to build memories, have a little joke.
Absolutely.
You never know about life, do you? Because sometimes you make memories and you think like, these memories, you look back at them, we send memories to each other and say, look, man, 4 years ago we were here, or 6 years ago we were there. And to think that you can build memories with these people, it's not always about.
It's like that saying, innit? If it's not captured on Instagram, it didn't happen. That's what people start thinking, innit? Or Snapchat or anything.
Even though I'm not on Snap, I can't stand it. I try using it for a day and I get put off.
Yazz randomly, comes up and says, add me on Snapchat, and disappears for like 4 weeks.
Literally. No, it's just hard
to get used to it.
Snapchat is one of the most powerful.
No, your Snapchat. I would throw my phone in the bin. You get like, what, 30, 40,000, I don't even know how many last time you
He's
showed
big
me.
on it, he's big.
No, it's not even that close, bro.
Was it?
I only get a couple of thousand, but
Oh, is
I
it?
mean, yeah. I mean, the thing is that...
No, what do you mean, a couple of thousand?
I mean, you know what? It depends on the story, innit?
Yeah.
It depends on like where I am, what I've done, where I've gone.
Yeah.
You know, so for example, if I've gone like somewhere, you know, in like I'm doing a massive festival.
Yeah.
And it's like I'm on stage with this person and I'm meeting this person over there. My views go up.
Yeah, of course.
You know, my views go up, and it's like, hang on a second, I'm not even hitting this on a normal day.
No, but the thing is, the reason why your views are high is
Yeah.
because of who you are.
Yes.
It's not always about who you work with or what you do.
Yeah.
You've got a reputation, bro. Like, you have to understand, you know,
People
again,
like watching you.
They like watching you, and they
that's
follow you because of that. And, you know, sometimes you have to pay homage to yourself and think, I've done well, man. I've done
100%.
well. You're one of them humble ones who just think, you know what? Because you've named so many people. But you know,
Yaz, the thing is, like, I know I've done well, yeah, but I feel like I've got so much more to offer.
but that's everyone.
That's my only problem.
But that's everyone. You will say that at the age of 60.
Yeah.
No, but that's my only issue. Because, like, yeah, fair enough. Like, I started when I was DJing when I was 18. I'm 30 now. I've been in this game for about 12 years. I've been in this industry for 12 years.
Yeah.
I've met more or less everyone and anyone. But it's like,
No,
I
but that's
still
not a
feel
bad
like
thing, though.
I've got so much to do.
But that's a good thing, though, isn't it?
Do you understand? Like, I know that I've accomplished a lot as a DJ in a very, very quick amount of time. Like, I mean, I know, you know, there's DJs out there who, you know, would love to be in the position that I am.
Yeah.
And honestly, I'm there doing it for everyone. You know, I'm there doing it for the Asian community. I'm there doing it for the DJing community. I'm there doing it for everyone. And it's like, I feel so lucky to have experienced what I've experienced in my lifetime. Like, honestly, I can't even put a price on it.
But you saying it's an issue, it's not an issue, but do you know why?
Yeah, but I just feel like I can do more. Do you understand?
No,
Like,
but
That's a sign of a successful person, bro.
Yeah, man.
A successful person wants to always do more.
Yeah.
Someone who has 25 retail shops, 25 commercials,
Yeah.
bloody residential properties, businesses, he still wants more.
Yeah, that's true.
Do you get me? There's no level. There's no level.
At least you ain't
of-
put a block on yourself. Like, this is me, I'm done.
What I'm trying to say is,
Yeah.
I'm never content. I'm never content. I want to achieve more.
Yeah.
So, you know, who knows?
I would say be
what's written in the
content, but it's
future.
good to obviously always say I can give more.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
Yeah.
you know what?
Yeah.
You know, I thank God for everything. I thank everyone around
That's
me
good,
for having
that's
a
good.
beautiful team, beautiful people around me.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, I love each and every single individual out there who supports me.
You know, just
And,
talking about support, I didn't ask you earlier, but
Yeah.
like being from an Asian household,
Yeah.
and you said you're the only one into music.
Yeah.
How was your family supportive of it, or how was it?
I mean, my mum wanted me to become a doctor initially.
Yeah.
But obviously that didn't go to plan.
Yeah.
Yeah. My oldest brother, he's the GP. So I always say this to my mum. I go, Mum, you already have one doctor in the household. That's more than enough.
That's right.
Do you understand? It's because, mate, you know, 5 years MBBS and then PhD and then your foundation year training. It's too much.
Yeah.
So I was like, I can't do it, man. I can't do it. So I kind of paved my own way into it. I done like a Jay Sean kind of thing.
Yeah.
yeah.
Were they supportive with it then?
Yeah, he dropped out education, you know, and then he done his music and stuff. But yeah, so anyways, yeah, man, my family have been very supportive. I mean, everything in a nutshell. When I started off DJing, I was using my sister's laptop.
Yeah.
She gave me her laptop to use to go do my bookings and stuff.
Yeah.
And I remember it was like a Windows, you know, Vaio. So them laptops. On my 18th birthday, my mum, she gave me £300.
Yeah.
So she was like, here's £300 bill, you know. I know you want to buy your DJ thingy.
Yeah.
So you know, go buy it.
That's
and
nice.
it was I remember it was £379, the one that I wanted to buy. So I had to save up £79 and I did that.
Yeah.
And then I used mum's £300 as well. So I ended up buying my first DJ controller.
Brilliant.
So you know,
Is that it?
No, that's long gone. No, that's 1947, man.
But you think, like, obviously sticking to the, you know, the whole career side of things, but you know, it's so weird how the mother is always the person that supports that vision.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Whether they like it or not.
Yeah,
They always come round. And that's why mothers, bro, is just
honestly
else. To hear that is like, wow.
Having a
100%.
supporting mum, you know, from an Asian
everything.
background,
Yep.
it's a big deal, you know, because
Of course.
we're basically gone into a culture where you can only become a doctor, engineer, lawyer, accountant, and that's it.
Yeah.
You know, otherwise that's the only thing that you know, and that's the only thing that our parents know, which I get it from their point of view.
Yeah.
But obviously, you know what, like, I mean, you got to do what makes you happy as well. So
100%.
at the end of the day, DJing makes me happy. I'm earning my living from it as well. I like making people happy.
Yeah.
You know, so that's basically my foundation of work. So yeah, another person I want to big up as well,
of course,
is my eldest brother, because he actually bought me my first laptop, which I am still using till this day, my MacBook Pro.
That is
yeah, man, for past 10 years I've been using it, and I'm still using it.
Big love to you, my bro. Big love to you, and
still using it.
I think that's a lovely message to end it as well.
Yeah, man.
100%. It's been a very, very, very positive,
man,
and very nice podcast, bro. Very free flowing.
Of course.
Very honest. You were very honest about a lot of things. I like that.
100%, man. Yeah. Anything you want to say to your fans?
So, but before you leave,
yeah.
Plug yourself, bro. Plug all your channels.
All right.
And then plug yourself. Take your top off. Take your pajama
off. This is his time. He's been waiting for this.
This is my time to rise and shine.
That's right.
Guys,
2, 1.
Guys, if you're watching this right now, make sure you hit me up on my Instagram and my Snapchat at DJ_ENAY. Or if you want to get in touch with me on WhatsApp, that's +447427912968. I just want to thank Yazz and Seff for allowing me to come onto their channel, explaining my life story to them, and I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Anyways, stay tuned, make sure you subscribe to this channel, like every single video, and comment underneath below as well. See you guys soon. Peace. DJ Enay signing out.
We don't even say nothing.
Oh shit.
Peace out, guys. We're out.
Love. That's a nice radio voice though.
Yeah. Do you like that?
I like that.